We see the golem attacking the hunters, who are fighting desperately to survive. With the pure gaze of a baby, the creature prepares another devastating attack. Unfortunately, one of the hunters can't hold on and collapses to the floor, his entire body covered in blood. The other hunters are shocked, unable to believe their comrade died from a single blow. The leader shouts at them to focus. If they're not careful, they'll all die. One of them senses the danger and warns that the monster is right behind Yunxiang. The A-rank hunter uses an energy shield to defend against the golem's surprise attack. He charges at the creature, counterattacking with a powerful shield strike. An aura of electrical energy flows from the shield as he prepares his final attack. The hunter leaps up, putting all his strength into the attack as he shouts. A blue explosion fills the cave, and the shockwave destroys everything around it. Watching from hiding, Gilio watches the fight with awe, thinking it's incredible. He breathes heavily, exhausted after using such powerful abilities. The other hunters admire him, saying he's truly a respectable A-rank. But one hunter notices something and says this doesn't make sense, something's wrong. Yunxiang approaches the golem but immediately stops when he hears stone moving. The golem rises again, its eyes glowing, ready for another round. Before he can react, the creature's hand grabs him with tremendous force. The golem slams him to the ground with brutal strength. The hunter spits up blood from the impact. The golem hurls him far away, sending him flying across the cave. His body crashes hard into the ground, and the monster prepares to attack again. The other hunters scream in despair, unable to believe the creature is still alive. One female hunter remembers scanning the monster earlier, but the information she saw was different. She panics and reveals that the creature wasn't D-rank, it was an A-rank monster. The team is terrified because it doesn't make sense for such a powerful monster to be in a D-rank dungeon. The creature rises again, fully revealing itself as it prepares to attack. Two hunters freeze in terror, unable to react as they see the monster's shadow. The golem clenches its stone fist, preparing another brutal attack. With a roar of rage, the creature charges at the remaining hunters. But the leader throws himself forward to protect his team, blocking the attack with his shield. He collapses to the ground, badly injured, writhing in pain from the force of the impact. Then the others see an opening and shout that now's their chance to use magic. They know if they don't bind the creature now, they'll have no chance to escape alive. The leader, lying on the ground, cries out in despair, sensing that his entire team is about to be wiped out. The mage panics, doubting she can subdue a monster that even an A-rank couldn't handle. The fallen leader pleads for them to trust him, begging for just a few seconds to act. But another hunter has already lost hope, thinking the situation is beyond saving. Angry, he shouts that he should never have teamed up with amateurs like them. He even blames the leader for their comrade's death, leaving him completely stunned. Panicking, the hunter curses and decides to abandon the rest of the team and run. The female hunter stays behind, whispering that she doesn't want to die in a place like this. From the ground, the injured leader watches the other hunters flee with the mage, right behind him. She can't believe it, wondering if they're really leaving her behind to die. The leader, who entrusted them with his life, is left dumbfounded by this betrayal. Nearly out of strength, he begs them to come back, but it's already too late. Furious, he shouts for them not to run. The golem stomps down on Yunxiang with all its might. After taking countless hits, he vomits blood and crawls across the ground. He reflects that what he feels isn't anger, but a deep disgust at their betrayal. He recalls becoming an A-rank and receiving many offers from major guilds. He had met good people, formed a team, and felt like he had the whole world. But it all led to this tragic end, being abandoned by his comrades. The golem crushes the mage beneath its foot, and her blood splatters everywhere. At that moment, the sound of stone draws the creature's attention, and it turns to see what it is. Gilio watches the scene and says it's really hard having to witness all of this. He wonders if Earthlings are truly that fragile, and announces he's already finished his analysis. Seeing the creature up close, he acknowledges that despite being an outdated model, its power is undeniable. With a very calm attitude, he greets the golem, saying it's nice to meet it right here. He explains that golems are earth constructs powered by mana. On his home planet, golems had many functions. Most of them involved physical labor. They did everything from construction and heavy lifting to simpler daily tasks. And more than anything, they were also used as powerful war machines. Golems formed entire armies as the main combat units of their world. Ironically, he reveals that his specialty was the study of mineral golems, And because of that, he understands why there were no monsters here. The golem was guarding the gate. He realizes that since they woke up the guard, he can't just leave now. He figures he'll have to deal with the problem, stroking his chin as he formulates a plan. Even though Gilio can't use magic, the golem clenches its fist and prepares to attack. But with a confident smile, he says he has other ways to handle this. He dashes forward, dodging the golem's first strike. The golem swings its fist at Gilio, but he barely dodges, and the fist slams into the ground. He lets out a sigh of relief, realizing he was too confident, and this fight won't be easy. The creature's size makes its attack slow, which helps him evade them. But the problem is that the body he's using is too weak to endure this fight. Collapsed on the ground, he watches the golem raise its fist for one final crushing blow. The creature, revealing its rage, prepares to attack the fleeing hunters. The golem strikes with all its might, but Gilio manages to dodge just in time. After the dust settles, Jiru sits on the ground, recovering from the shock. He rejoices that the plan worked, and the golem fell perfectly into his trap. The jewel on the golem's arm is a magical energy sensor, he explains. He just needs to input the emergency stop command for the sensor. For security reasons, only the owner and manufacturer know this command. But because it's an outdated model, he succeeds in guessing the numeric stop sequence. As the code is entered, a strong white light bursts from the golem's hand. The golem begins to stop, its red eyes slowly fading into darkness. The monster crashes heavily to the ground, creating a crater from the impact, but he explains that the emergency stop doesn't fully disable the golem. To completely deactivate it, he needs to reach the core located in the center of its back. He climbs onto the golem's body, preparing to remove the core with his bare hands. Even though he'd prefer to use tools, he figures he'll have to make do with what he's got. With tremendous effort, he lifts the stone slab protecting the monster's core. Finally, he sees the core, an energy sphere glowing with blue light.